guess the one thing I'd like to do in my lifetime was whittling, and you can see what I whittled. I was born in 1918. How old am I now? Well, by the time I was 5 years old, I had a hoe in my hand to help go and hoe the stuff that was planted. And it wasn't in not just the garden, it was fields that we would hoe. And it was 8 of us children, Branson and Javan, Francis, Glee, and Lucille, Ivy, Charles, and Dwight. That was from the oldest to the youngest. Mom was Nanny Mae Hill Nance, and Carl Green Nance. Some name, but where'd the green come from? As a child, as long as you had something good to eat, and Mom made her clothes, and you had sometimes get a new dress. That's all that mattered. We didn't know that it was so bad in the Depression. You just had something homemade to wear, or a hand-me-down, because I had a sister older than me. I used to get Pop's a pocket knife, and I'd love to whittle, and it just grew on you that you could. And then when I saw how much that you could whittle and get pictures and have something to look at, and I just went wild to just keep carving then. We never woke up of a morning while we weren't hearing Pop pick the banjo, and he'd be playing Sweet By and By, and just whatever was in his mind, he'd pick it, and he'd pick the banjo till time for us children to get up and go. If it's school days, get up, children, it's time, get ready to go to school. And he'd been having if it's winter time, had the fire going in the cook stove and a big fire going in the fireplace. And that's when he'd sit down and pick the banjo, when the fire was heating up in the living room. But he picked the banjo, I guess, every day of his life. Well, me, you put me to the test. I can't remember whether I was 5 years old or 7 years old when Pop got the piano. Probably, maybe I had to be 7, because I went in there and picked out something right quick on the piano to play. Can you read? Can you write? Can you smoke your daddy's pipe? That was one of the things I could play on the notes. Well, the first, I didn't go all the time, but I went to school some when I was 5 years old because it was just about a half a mile for where the country school building was. And I remember I sat on the teacher's lap to read and I was so ashamed because I wanted to be big enough to sit out with the other children, you know. But I had to sit on his lap to read my Baby Ray book. On Saturday night, we'd all go out to Uncle Henry's, and they had the bed in the living room, because there's always every room. They'd take the bed down, and in the living room, everyday living room wasn't a parlor, and we played blindfold from 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock. And they, Uncle Henry, they enjoyed it just as good as the children did. You'd be in a room, and one would put something over their eyes, if it's maybe a square, just anything that would fit. Maybe it was a diaper, I don't know, because about that size of a square diaper, and they'd be blinded and have to try to catch us in the room. And they took, well, when they take the bed down, everything else, and if it was winter time, put a chair up by the fireplace so nobody wouldn't run and get burned. And we'd play from 7 till 10 o'clock at night. They always had a well that you pumped to dipper of water. That was always easy. And that was our Pepsi. Every child, if you was playing, got hot, and you had to have a drink of water. And that tasted better than Pepsi does now, though, because you didn't know. But isn't that something how you can just play and have? And to that, I guess today it'd be just a foolish something for them, but that's a great thing. I went to Asheboro and worked in the hosiery mill, paring the hose. I couldn't pare as fast as some of the rest of them, and they put me as forelady and I could see why they pared so fast. They just pare up runs and holes, and sometimes I'd have to take 3 or 4 dozen pairs of stockings back to the person that had put it together. And and the teacher said, "Why can't I pare as fast as some of the rest of them?" I said, "Well, because I can't take out all the bad work." I said I didn't want to go to the store and buy a pair of stockings and they'd have a run from top to bottom before you had worn them. And I was old enough to remember all that because I was 26 before I was married.
How old was Roy?
He was 2 years younger than me, I believe, yeah. But he was smart. He was valedictorian of his class.
Was it love at first sight?
No, I don't. I don't know. I don't know where I knew what love was.
How long did you date?
I guess about a year.